Is it too soon for a Hail Hitler joke? Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
Mr. Mannix.
What's up?
The director can't find Baird Whitlock.
Somebody slipped it under my door.
We have your movie star. Gather $100,000 and await instructions. Who are we? The future.
Hail Caesar is directed by Joel and Cohen. It stars Josh Brolin, Alden Ehrenreich, George Clooney, Channing Tatum, and Scarlett Johansson. So Josh Brolin is what is called a fixer. He fixes all these problems for the studios back in Hollywood, and he makes sure none of it gets out to the media. So George Clooney is one of the biggest stars out there. He's named Baird Whitlock, and Baird Whitlock is kidnapped. So Josh Brolin is trying to find Baird Whitlock and bring him back to the studio whilst all these other problems are happening around him. One word. Disappointing. I'll put another word in front of that and say extremely, but I chose one word instead of two. First and foremost, this movie does not put plot first. No, it puts the fact that Hail Caesar is a love letter to 1950s Hollywood first. So it goes love letter first, then plot. And another thing about the plot, at a point in this movie, it just stops being cohesive. It doesn't make any sense, not in the No Country for Old Men sort of windy, vague plot way. No, this is just plain incohesive. A big factor for this were the number of people who were just crammed into this movie for ultimately no point to the plot. Scarlett Johansson crammed in there for a longer running time. Channing Tatum contributed nothing but the bad ending. Jonah Hill had one scene. Frances McDormand, I don't even know why she was there. She only had one scene as well. Tilda Swinton was a waste too. If you took them all out of the movie, the movie would be half an hour shorter, but it will be a lot more cohesive. Maybe if you make the movie a bit of a wild goose chase sort of thing, then you can get it up to maybe an hour and a half, and it would be just a shorter, more cohesive movie, and probably a better one. The ending is also just amazingly terrible. I don't know how to explain it other than it just being terrible, unnecessary, and unfunny. I just can't explain it. Probably because it was just so unsatisfying as a whole. And then the movie ends 2 minutes later and we're just supposed to accept it and not question it at all. But there are some great things in this movie too. Josh Brolin, he gives a great performance. And he had a really interesting story arc as well. Roger Deakins was also the cinematographer for this movie, and I can safely say this movie is so well shot. When there is a movie inside of a movie, which happens often in this movie, it actually looks like a movie from the 1950s that you would watch. And that was just really cool to see that they managed to emulate the cinematography from the 1950s. The costume design is great as well, but the highlight of the movie is definitely Alden Ehrenreich. If you don't know who he is now, you will soon, because he is the new Han Solo. But he's really good in this movie. He brings the charisma needed, he's so interesting, and he's just plain charming. This movie is the guy that you don't really know, but he might be an awesome guy, he might be super interesting, but in reality nothing happens when you hang out with him, and it's just unsatisfying in the end. So for Hail Caesar, Platypus does not approve. Have you seen Hail Caesar? What's your favourite Coen Brothers movie? Let me know down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to become one of the Platypus, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh wow, you made it to the end of the video. Good job. How about you click that subscribe button for more content? Or click one of these two videos. You know, either one's good enough.